Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, I'm going to show you how to charge the controller on the Switch 2. So of course go ahead guys, and what you want to do is you can go ahead and plug your Switch 2 in. Make sure it's connected to the TV as the one in the background. Alright, so I'm now set up for play, and as you can see here, the Switch 2 controller is here, and of course the controller is assembled. Now this is the default setup. Now in order for you to charge the controller, so for example, let me unlock. Sorry about that. Let me unlock. Alright, so we're unlocked. So of course the controller now we set up. Now in order to charge, let's say for example you had finished a gaming session and the controllers are running low. There's no way to charge the controller as is in this setup mode. So what you want to do here is to go ahead to charge the default controller. You're going to press this button at the back. So press, then of course you're going to separate. Again, you're going to press the trigger at the back. So press and separate. All right, so you now have both controllers separated. Now if you go ahead, what you're going to do is you can always see the state of the controllers, so they're still functional. So if I go into controllers here, you'll notice that it shows that both controllers are fully charged. So it shows both are charged fully. So in this case, mine is fully charged. However, in order to charge them, what you got to do is attach them. So you're going to connect the right and the left controller. All right, so right away you can see in the background that it starts to charge them. The right one is fully charged. The left one over here, which is this one, still needs a little bit of charge, and the other indicator here is for the switch itself. So the main part is fully charged. You can see one of the controllers does need a little tapping up, and of course this one is fully charged. All right, so that's how you actually go about charging the main controllers with the default setup. All right, so that's gonna charge them. Once it connects to the main hub, it pulls power from the main center and charges the controllers. So if you were playing for a long while and they're drained, you'll need to connect and leave them on for a while to charge. You can check the status as I just showed by going into the controllers. Next, if you have one of the additional controllers or third-party controllers, what you want to do from here is you're going to go ahead, and I'll have to turn this around a bit. Sorry about that. Now, let me try to show you here. There's two USB ports at the side here to the left side. And as you can see, I have this USB-C cable from my controller connected. So as you can see here, there's two USB ports and I have the controller USB-C connected. So I've plugged it in the USB side. There's a second USB there. Now check this out guys. For third-party controllers, you can look on the controller itself, and what you're going to see is you're going to see that it is there's a USB port here. So go ahead and plug this in. Once you do, the port is going to start charging. So what's happening here is your secondary controller. Let me go back. All right, sorry about that. Let me just take control of this. All right, so we're using the secondary controller and we know it's charging. It's now taking the place of controller one. You do need a secondary controller, especially if you play a lot of games, because when the primaries are down and not charged, you can actually switch to the secondaries. So I'm going to go into controllers, and if you look over here, just by refreshing it, you'll notice now there's a new controller. This is this controller, and it shows that it's now roughly around half in terms of charge, and you can see that it's charging and it's indicated there, and you can see that my main controllers are charged except the main unit, but of course the main unit is now charging. So this is my left controller, this is my right controller, this is the main unit. It does need a little bit more charge, and you can see that my controllers are charging as well. So now that I've connected it to the USB, it's now charging. To see the charge of the main unit or the main body, you can look up here. Let me try to show you. You'll notice the main unit, which is this section here, is now at 68%, meaning it does need a little bit charge before it reaches 80 or 100%, depending on how you have your charging set up. All right, so please note, guys, finally, I can also detach the controller and of course the entire unit for the Switch 2. And there are two USB ports. There's one here, there's one here. And what can happen is that once you have the main body charge, as it's at 68%, once the controllers are connected, it will charge them. I don't even need a dock. So normally if I connect the dock, it will charge the main body. So once I connect it like this, give me a second, guys. Once I dock it, it will start charging the main body, then charge the two controllers, as you can see, and it will connect to the TV. I don't even have to use the TV. You can turn off the TV, it's just charging, or leave it plugged in. And as to the main power card, which is the adapter, you can also take the main adapter that leads to the power outlet or the brick that charges this unit, and you can actually plug it in here and it will charge the main body without the dock, or you can connect it down here and it will still charge the main unit of the Switch. So that's how you charge your device. So just to summarize, to charge your default controllers, simply detach, connect them to the Switch, they'll charge. For third-party controllers like these, use the USB cable, connect it to the USB hubs at the side, it will charge. If you don't have the dock, simply connect your power brick to the Switch itself while it's disconnected, and of course it will charge again, and of course it will charge the controllers. So that's it, guys, on how to charge the Switch 2 and every possible controller. I hope that was useful, and see you in the next one. Bye.